Good afternoon. You're watching Updates at Noon with me, Mohana Priya. Our headlines this afternoon. Universities to decide on teaching and learning modes after reopening. Canada truckers extend border blockade, fuel copycats abroad. The Cabinet has agreed to create another 4,186 permanent posts at the Health Ministry, MOH, beginning June this year. Health Minister Khairi Jamaluddin said the figures consist of 3,586 medical officers, 300 dental officers and 300 pharmacy officers. He said the Cabinet also agreed that at least 1,500 permanent posts for medical officers, dental officers and pharmacy officers would be created in the MOH each year from 2023 to 2025.
Ini merupakan satu new deal ataupun tawaran baru yang akan kita menawarkan kepada junior doctors supaya mereka boleh bersaing untuk mendapat peluang yang saksama bagi pelantikan ke jawatan tetap. Kita akan mengiklankan jawatan-jawatan ini secara terbuka pada bulan Februari ini dan ianya adalah terbuka kepada mereka yang sudah tamat latihan siswazah, berdaftar penuh dengan Majlis Perubatan Malaysia dan tiada kes tata tertib dan disahkan sihat untuk dilantik.
Khairi also said the MOH is developing a roadmap together with its relevant agencies and ministries in order to create holistic solutions to the issues concerning contract officers. The Covaxin COVID-19 vaccine has been given conditional approval for use during disasters. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said that the conditional approval was agreed at the 369th Drug Control Authority or DCA meeting that took place yesterday. Commenting further on the matter through a statement released, Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham said the approval still requires monitoring of information on product quality, safety and effectiveness and continuous evaluation by the National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Authority NPRA based on the latest data periodically. He said this is to ensure the benefit-risk balance for the vaccine remains positive. He said Covaxin, registered under Averos Pharmaceuticals Sindram Berhad and manufactured by Bharat Biotech International Limited in India, will be used for active immunization to prevent COVID-19 caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus among individuals aged 18 and above. Meanwhile, the Health DG said that the DCA also agreed to provide conditional registration approval for Tegrad of dolutegravir film-coated tablets 50 milligrams, the generic version of dolutegravir DTG. He said the decision was made during the DCA's latest meeting and evaluation of the product reveals that Tegrad was suitable for use in combination with other antiretroviral products for human immunodeficiency virus HIV treatment among individuals aged 12 and above. Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham said that efforts to procure access for the product under the VL agreement was initiated by the Health Ministry in 2014. Higher learning institutions, IPTs, are allowed to conduct their teaching and learning PDP sessions in a hybrid manner or online, but it is subject to the decision of the university itself. The Higher Education Ministry, MOHE, through a statement released yesterday, said the IPTs also needed to have the required capacity to accommodate students who attend their classes physically with strict compliance to the Standard Operating Procedures SOP. This was followed by the announcement made by the government on Wednesday that students of IPTs under MOHE will be allowed to return to their campus in stages beginning 1st March. However, the numbers will range from 70 to 100% depending on their capacities. MOHE gave its assurance that the safety and health of students remained a priority, adding that it will ensure the smooth return of students to their campus. Students are urged to observe physical distance and practice good hygiene while on campus, and all sports and recreational activities must adhere to the SOPs stipulated by the Health Ministry MOH. According to the SOPs set by MOHE and MOH, students and staff with complete and incomplete vaccination status are allowed to enter the campus. However, those with incomplete vaccination status are required to obtain negative results of RT-PCR tests 3 days prior to returning to the campus. Berita Nasional will announce its candidates for the Johor state election 2 or 3 days before nomination day. Johor BN Chairman Datuk Hasni Mohamad said the candidates would also include new faces comprising professionals and young individuals. Datuk Hasni said BN listened to the grassroots request who wanted professionals and young individuals to be given a chance to contest in the state election. When asked about the percentage of new faces it would field, Datuk Hasni, who is also Johor UMNO Liaison Committee Chairman, said it was difficult to set as Johor is a big state.
Johor ni negeri yang besar, jadi sukar untuk kita menetapkan berapa peratus, 80% macam dikatakan di Melaka berlaku, tapi di Johor ni 3 kali ganda apa yang at least double the size of wakil rakyat yang perlu dikenal pasti. Wanita juga bersuara supaya lebih diberi peluang, jadi ini semua akan diambil kira lah.
Meanwhile, Datuk Hasni said BN was in the final stages of discussions on the distribution of seats with its component parties, MCA and MIC, as well as with Friends of BN. He also said he would defend the Benut State Assembly seat in the state election. On Wednesday, the Election Commission fixed 12th March as the polling day for the Johor state election, while the nomination day was set as 26th February and early voting on 8th March. Efforts must be made to ensure that the construction of the East Coast Rail Link or ECRL station here stays on schedule to avoid any problems. Transport Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Wee Ka Siong said that prior to this, several processes had been delayed after the country was hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, but the construction of the Kuala Terengganu ECRL station is still on track. Elaborating further on the matter, Datuk Sri Dr. Wee said he was happy to learn that the ECRL project was progressing smoothly and was confident that it could be completed as planned. He said he visited the Kuala Terengganu ECRL station to monitor the progress of construction and was led to understand there was a slight delay due to COVID-19. The minister, however, noted that despite the delay, the ECRL station project is still complying with the schedule, which is important to ensure the project implementation schedule is not adversely affected. On another note, commenting on his surprise visit to the Terengganu Road Transport Department, JPJ, Datuk Sri Dr. Wee expressed satisfaction with the service delivery of its staff, describing it as systematic and neat. Earlier, as part of his one-day visit to the state yesterday, the minister also relaunched the Marang MCA Division office after it had undergone 18 months of renovation works. Malaysia's natural rubber production increased by 36.7% to 41,690 tons in December 2021 compared with November's 30,493,000 tons. The Statistics Department Malaysia, DOSM, in its December 2021 monthly rubber statistics publication released yesterday said on a year-on-year comparison, natural rubber declined by 16.3% against 49,825 tons in December 2020. The department's chief statistician, Dato Sri Dr. Muhammad Uzair Mahidin, said December's natural rubber production was mainly contributed by the smallholders sector versus estates sector. He said total stocks of natural rubber increased 5.9% to 285,208 tons in December 2021 compared to 269,421 tons in November 2021. Exports shrunk by 24.5% to 45,982 tons in December 2021 against 60,942 tons a month ago. China continued to be the biggest natural rubber importer, taking up 41.5% of the total exports in December 2021, followed by Finland 10.7%, Pakistan 4.2%, Turkey 3.2%, and Germany 2.5%. Gloves formed the bulk of rubber-based exports, valued at 2.3 billion ringgit in December 2021, a decline of 6.5% compared with 2.5 billion ringgit in the preceding month. Natural rubber production, meanwhile, fell 13.1% to 115,310 tons in the fourth quarter of 2021 versus 132,732 tons in the preceding quarter. Overall, on an annual basis, the department said natural rubber production slipped 8.7% to 469,669 tons in 2021 compared with 514,702 tons in 2020. Under-23 head coach Brad Maloney is more than satisfied with his team's performance ahead of the 2022 ASEAN Football Federation AFF Under-23 Championship in Phnom Penh, Cambodia from 14th to 26th February. Now, the squad, which is set to leave for Cambodia tomorrow, drew 1-1 with Malaysia Cup 2021 champions Kuala Lumpur City FC in a friendly at the Selangor State Development Corporation or PKNS Sports Complex yesterday. The results also saw the national side maintain an unbeaten record in the warm-up series following a 1-1 draw against Sabah FC last Saturday. Maloney, however, refused to set a specific target for the team at the tournament. In yesterday's match, a deflected goal from Muhammad Zarmin Ashraf Ismail's long-range effort in the 90th minute cancelled out KL City FC's goal in the 73rd minute through Giancarlo Gallifuoco's header. In the meantime, Maloney confirmed he will bring 28 players to Cambodia. The national under-23 squad, who have been drawn in Group B, will begin their campaign against Myanmar at the Prince Stadium on 15th February. Maloney's boys will then face Laos on 18th February at the same venue before finishing their group fixtures against Indonesia at the Morodok Tekno National Stadium on the 21st February. The three group winners and best-placed runners-up will advance to the semi-finals on the 24th, with the final set for 26th February. The coach for the Malaysian Hockey Confederation MHC development squad, who will be making their debut in the Malaysian Hockey League MHL 2022, will be announced next week. MHC President Datuk Sri Subhan Kamal said they would also leave it to MHC Technical Development and Special Project Squad Director Paul Revington to unveil the men's team for MHL, which will be held from 18th February to 31st March.
Kita telah pun kenal pasti coach, tetapi saya akan maklumkan minggu depan. Because to be fair, I think this in line not only just to put a team, but we have a great plan in the works. We want to make sure that this squad that we assemble from the coaches will be also the coaches that we're looking to take us all the way to the Junior World Cup 2023.
He said this in a press conference after a ceremony to hand over sports equipment under the National Hockey Development Programme NHDP 2022 in Kuala Lumpur. Datuk Sri Subhan, who is NHDP Working Committee Joint Chairman, is confident that the development squad could spring some surprises in the league despite facing an uphill task. Asked if MHC were worried over the recent surge in COVID-19 cases, he said they were looking forward to the start of the league this season and would leave it to the government to take any action if necessary. Saturday. Universities to decide on teaching and learning modes after reopening. News at 10 comes on this evening on My Freeview's Berita RTM news channel. I'm Mohana Priya. Thank you for your company and have a great weekend.